Hi everybody, welcome back. Agrarian Skies 2 with me, Sid, and been doing a little bit around the place, getting prepared for today, but first things first, you'll notice the tube, all of this is gone. I have finally encased the blood altar in Tinker's glass, so that was fun, to say the least. But yeah, we're weather tight here now. The drops are being taken care of by the simple expedient of a hovering hopper hock going into this barrel here, or chest here, and that's been pumped out of a tesseract over into the sorting system over there. So the nodes I got. Let me. I really should wear my running shoes around the station. But the nodes I got. Well, good news and bad news. The bad news is this unstable one has died. It is no more. These three are all okay, and I'm suffering with a lack of ordo and air at the moment, so the wand is virtually recharged, but it needs just a little bit more ordo and air, and that's the only thing I've got with ordo and air at the moment. So there is there's two other good sources of nodes in Agrarian Skies. One is the Deep Dark. Now, the Deep Dark, we're going to have to go there, but unfortunately it does involve me making unstable ingots, which is my least favourite thing in Minecraft, even more than the Nether. The other place they exist is down there, around about Y5 and 6. Now, this jetpack I've built is good. You know, the descent is not very much at all, but I'm still very phobic about going up close to the void. And yes, call me a sissy if you will. I'm a big boy, I can take it. But there is another alternative. So today I am going to attempt to make the full fluxed armor suit and jet plate. So to that end, I've got 48 diamonds. That's just for the basic armor. We're going to need to make more of this, and we are going to stick in 48, 88, 96, so 64, 32 basically. So I need to do that. So the first thing we're going to need to make is a whole bunch of these flux crystals. I've also made some blazing pyrotheum ready. While I was waiting for that, I've emptied this system, and I've fully emptied this system, because I'm probably going to have to repurpose this to sift gravel for coal for the time being. That's where I think we're going to have to end up. But yeah, so let me chuck the other 32 in there. We can chuck this 32 up out of the way. No, actually I'll keep hold of it, because of course we're making these. To make that we need two of each. One of these requires 2 of these flux crystals and a fluxed electron blend, an ingot and 2/3. Now fluxed electron blend is pyrotheum dust and fluxed electron blend, believe it or not. One of those and 2 of those makes 2 of those. And if I can get the fluxed electron blend is electrum and redstone. So we're going to need to do, let me try and do some maths here. If I do 48 of those, that should be more than enough to do everything we need. So basically I need to go and get 48 electrum and grind it up, don't I? That's the electrum. Oh, we've got 2, less 2, 48, 44. That's 32. 30. I've got no idea how good this particular armour is compared to, say... That's right, isn't it? 2 of those. Yeah, oh, I've gone the wrong way. Down we go. And yeah, I've got no idea how good this armour is compared to the Terra Steel I've got, or for that matter anything else. But yeah, we'll leave that running. You need to pulverise. And we need 2 for every one of those, so I need a couple of stacks of redstone, I think, in addition to that. So let's try this out. This is, well, it's pricey. Let's not beat around the bush. This is an expensive piece of armor, and then when we hit the next stage, the jet plate, then we're even worse in terms of that. But yeah, so this is going to be a while doing that stuff. I'm going to use that with the redstone to make the flux electrum blend. Once that's done, I think I'll be back. So okay, just finished up those. We've got the 44 flux electrum plus those 4. So if we run over to get the right machine and put our 44 flux electrum in, whack the whole lot of that in, that's fine. That should start making us this stuff with a little bit of luck. Yay, see? And if I had a crafting bench to hand, we could take one of those, break it down. We could do that, one of those, and 2 of those, and get our first fluxed armor plating. We probably want to do that again. That'll give us 2 more. While we're at it. So that's 3. Almost got a pair of boots. Oops, got the right. Oh, damn it. What have I just chucked out my watering can? So yeah, I'm going to be just getting these together for the time being. 1, I need to do 2 really, don't I? And then we can do... Ah, crap, come on. Split equally, that'll give us 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Repeat 2 of. I need 3 of course to do that, so it's not taking too long. 1, 2, 3. Herp and repeat. God, this is expensive and grindy, I think is probably a fair description. But oh well, be worth it in the long run, I hope. So yeah, I've got a few more of these to do, and I'll be back once that's done. Okay, as per usual, I miscalculated on the flux electrum blend. Doesn't matter, does not matter. But we should now have everything we need to make a flux infused helmet, a flux infused chest plate, flux infused legs, and boots. Now most of these have no use, but this one does. This one will turn into a flux infused jet plate. Now this is going to be pricey. We need a resonant jetpack armoured. We've got that, but we need all of these. So I need 2 more of those for that. This needs more flux electrum, tin and hardened glass to make those. Where was I? So we've got 2 of those to make. We need another one, so we need 4 of these altogether. More flux electrum. We need these, and that needs more flux electrum and lumium. Now lumium I've never made before, so we need to have a look at what's involved in that. Pulverized tin, silver and energized glowstone bucket, which is 4 glowstone per bucket. So we've got a little bit of crafting ahead of us. I think the first thing I'm going to do is get these 2 done and these 2 done. So that's 4 more of those diamond things. I'll also work on how much more flux electrum do I need. That is a good question. I've got 8, so we're going to need more. But let me start and get a little bit of work done on this, and I'll be back. Alright, I'm just knocking together some lumium blend. My maths is terrible, so I made way too much pulverized silver, but that should give us the lumium we need. I've made these cryothium cooling units, they're empty. I've also made the resonant thrusters, and I've got some of the stuff going here that we need for the rest of it. Now, I've charged these and I'm wearing them. They have exactly the same protection as the TerraSteel, and I'm starting to lay out what we need here. So at the moment we're here. Now these, once we've filled these, will go in there. Those need to be filled with jellied cryothium. Yay! And jellied cryothium we make with niter. Niter we get from nether saltpeter ore, blizz rods. We can get it from sandstone with a 50% chance. That's probably our most and nether saltpeter ore, we can get it there as well. So we could go to the nether and get it. We'll give it a try without for starters though. Let me just have a quick look at this. So I need fluxed electrum and illuminator frames. I believe I got given some of those as rewards, which will be ideal because I didn't have any use for them before. Let me just have a look. Illuminator frames, yeah, wonderful. So we should be good to do that, and that will give us the glowstone elevation units. Oh, that was... Did I make too many? Oh well, I'm sure it'll come in at some point. Right, so the use for these, we then need to put 4 buckets of glowstone in them. So I need another 80 glowstone. That's 60. Oh, that's 60. Something going wrong here. 64. So another 6 would be 70. So 16. Let me put you away. So that'll be a step. This is one hell of a crafting recipe, it has to be said. Okay, so have those. Have those. They can go in there. Once there's... Oh wow, we've got loads left. Come back. We've got 3 buckets, so I need 10. I'd seriously miscalculated something somewhere along the lines. So glowstone elevation unit, I think I need some more fluxed electrum. Of course we do. Why would we not? Huh? What the hell? Right. Is there a way to flush this thing? I don't really want to flush it because, you know, glowstone. But I can't get that out anyway. I suppose I could pop it into a tank. Click the button between fill and extract modes, blah blah blah. Typically reversible. Oh Christ, right. Well, we've got... Let's have a... I need to do some sorting out here, don't I? Let me just cook this stuff back up into ingot form. I need to get this out as well. Now, I can do a bucket. That's fine, but how do I get rid of you? I suppose I could do that. Yeah, that solves the problem, and we've got a spare bucket of energized glowstone. Cool. So more fluxed electrum blend. So it's 2 to 1. So 1, 2. If I put 2 in there, got the redstone. That needs 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will do what we need, I think. No, I need 4, don't I? Let me do you. 1, 2, 3, 4. My maths is going to pot today, that's all we can say. Well, I can say many things, but I'm not going to. So, once we've got the, let's have a look. We need the flux to electron blend from over here. We'll whack you in there. I'll put that away in a moment. Hang on. I need 4 of these, don't I? Oh crap. Yeah, my math is way off. We'll get one done and then together on camera, and then we'll be good, I think. So I'm going to need another 2. No, hang on. Yeah, I need 1 of those, 2 of those, 1 of those, and 2 of those. So I definitely need to make 2 more. So that extra aluminum will definitely come in handy. So that goes in there, I think. Let me just double check. Yep. Still need to do these. So let me get these other flux thrusters done, and we'll get to work on the bliss powder. Alright, well, we've been to the nether. I didn't bother recording it because with this jetpack it's pretty easy. Niter is incredibly uncommon, actually. It only occurs in blocks of 1 and 2, in veins of 1 and 2, so I got 4. But the good news is, if you pulverise it, you get 10. So I think we just have enough to go towards making this bliss powder. So where's my pulverizer gone? Also got a couple of heat scar spider heads for my collection, and a diamond nether ore, which is really nice too. So I'm tempted to just... No, I'm not going to recharge that because I don't know whether the MBT value is going to be a problem or not. If I have to drain it, that's going to be a complete pain in the bum. What was I going to do? I was going to stick that in there. And so we got the niter. Use of that, we need to make jelly cryothium. For that we need a snowball, redstone and bliss powder. Now bliss powder I may have a little bit of, and bliss rods, so we're going to check that. But we can make snowballs, and snowballs infused with redstone make bliss powder, I believe. So I'm just going to dump that lot in there. I'll dump that and that off actually, and that. Let's have a look at, well, there we go. Some bliss powder and a bliss rod. Now I don't think there's any clever uses we can use for that. Nope. So we're just going to pulverize up the bliss rod and then have to make up the bliss powder another way, but that should give us 40 niter. Oh, we're going to pulverize you, weren't we? Take that out. That's another so we've got 6 bliss, and we need, hang on, 2. Let me just double check. That makes 2, and the uses of that are, we get 250, so we need 4 per bucket. Maths. Let me make a whole bunch of snowballs. Do you want to build a snowman? Oh, come here, give me that back. Oh, that's going to be a pain, isn't it? Mind you, it gets a fair amount out of those, so that's 6... How many? Oh, God. Let me just get this stuff together, and I'll be back in a mo, because maths on screen, not my... Okay, as is fairly typical for me, I've made way too much. Made double, actually. Just things, yeah, maths. Hate it. Why can things not be simple? Well, I suppose it is simple enough, but when you're trying to juggle around this many recipes, it does actually seem overly complicated, shall we say. So we've got 1 coolant unit. In you go. Oops, get the other one going. So we've got 32, but again, we'll probably find a use for it somewhere down the line. However, there is one last thing we need to make, and it's not trivial. It is this resonant flux pack. So we're going to need to make, to start off with, a leadstone energy cell, 4 lead, and a leather belt. So then we need to upgrade it. This is obviously the backpack equivalent of things, the thingy-mabob-oojamaflob, the jetpack, the power pack if you like. Now let's have a look at energy cell. What have I got? I've got a hardened energy cell. That is, what can we, oh damn it, I don't have a leadstone, but let's just see whether we can use that to skip a few stages. We cannot at this moment. Okay, so I need a leadstone energy cell. We want to make one of those, we want to make one of those, we want to make one of those. We're completely shy of everything there. Make me some of that. Then, can you make me some of that? You can, excellent. Can you make me some of that? Almost. You need one of those. Thank you. Can you make me that now? You can. And can you make me one of those? Of course you can. Brilliant. So the next thing we need is the need to surround that in Invar. Okay, we can do that for definite. Maybe this isn't so bad. Time will tell. And then we need to combine a redstone. Oh god, now we're into fun. Now we're into fun. So we need a... Let's have a look at the word pack. So we got that. So now we need to make a redstone flux pack. We need one of those, that, so this requires that, requires some of that going on. Okay, and I'm guessing we have, well, I'm not guessing, I know we have to fill that with redstone. We do. We need to put 40 redstone into that. Okay, well, you know the drill. 40 redstone in there, whack that in there, and armed with that, we should now be good to, let me just do pack again, we want that, so I need another one of those, and I want one of those, redstone flux pack, and then we need to surround that with enderium. I am so glad that I spent all that time getting those plants going to start off with. And then the final thing we need to do is we need to up armor this. The use for that is to have Invar plating. Invar is 10 Invar plus bronze plating. Iron plating is basically tin and iron. So let's go and get this lot going. This should be easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5 and 4, so that's our iron plating. Then we need bronze. Have I got? Yes, I have 10 bronze and 10 Invar, wasn't it? Gimme. Bit of brain. It's brain food, you know. Sorry, that was a very bad joke in anybody's Bible. So combine that one up, and then we combine that with the Invar. At least it didn't ask for and then let me make sure we are barking up the right tree. Yes, resonant flux pack. So that and that goes in there, and the final thing is that gives us a flux infused jet plate. Let me just give that a bit of a charge. How much we'll put in there, because it's got 50 million total charge, so it's going to take a while. Yeah, that'll do for now. We'll put you on. So the charger's on, although I've got nothing actually requires charging, that's fine. Turn the engine on. Okay. Hover mode, turn the engine on. Oops. There you go. Creative flight. Interesting. Thought I was hungry then. It wasn't, it was damage, wasn't it? So yeah, that is pretty damn spiffy. So engine off. Can I I'm not sure how you turn the charger off. I'll sort that later. Until I've got any flux infused stuff, that isn't a major concern. So that's a huge push in the right direction, because it now means I can go outside and get nodes armed with an angel block and a teleposer. It does mean that I have to start wearing, unfortunately, my goggles of revealing again, because of course this helmet doesn't, or do I? Let me just I don't think this jetpack works on its own as far as I'm aware. In fact, let me just, yeah, works fine on its own. So I can actually wear, I don't really need that helmet, even though I made it. I can wear me super green goddess helmet, which I popped over here temporarily. And that's not a bad look, really. I don't know, it looks like I'm wearing a green wig and pyjamas, maybe. I don't know, but who cares? I can fly and I can see nodes. Incidentally, I did notice, can you see it? There's a node down there. I'll bet if I were to go looking, there's probably nodes all over the place down there. Oh, incidentally, that's what I'm going to do. But first things first, what we need to do is get this this thing fully charged, 50 million RF in the bank. There's 50 million in there, and there's capacitors up on the Hubble, so it will just take a while to charge because I've only got hardened flux ducts going on here. I probably want to do something about that. But yeah, on that note, I think we'll call that a successful episode. Next episode, definitely going to go and grab some nodes from down near the void. And we are, I'm not sure what we're going to do next. Possibly start using that sludge that we've got. And maybe I want to have a look at the auto disenchanter from what's it called? Auto. Alright, let me just have a look at the disenchanter then. There we go. The auto dash disenchanter from My Factory Reloaded, because we have got up here an absolute metric crap ton of, well, we got loads of enchanted stuff in here. For starters, we've got some, well, we had some books, I'm sure. Maybe I moved them. But we've also got loads of enchanted books here. So fire protection 5, respiration. Not sure whether I'll need respiration, but there's protection 4. So lots of books there. Lots of haste, feather falling. All sorts of boots. Bows, not so useful. But yeah, so at least we can now start making some use of that if we get to that. I've got the armour that I think I'm going to stick with. I'm just going to get it enchanted to the hilt now. So yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.